Here we go. All right, guys, John here at the Independence. We have Britney and Joey from PWS here. We're super excited to have them. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We're just gonna ask some questions. We're gonna dive into these guns and what separates them from the rest. And first question being that, what separates you guys from every other piston manufacturer or rifle company in the state?
Well, PWS, we were founded in Boise, and our manufacturing is still in Boise. What we do is the long stroke piston driven AR, and so it's modeled after the AK operating system. One big thing that sets us apart is that we manufacture as many of the parts in-house as possible. So a lot of manufacturers don't actually own a machine, they just OEM, contract work out to different manufacturers. We actually do the majority of the manufacturing in-house. So that allows us to keep our quality standards and cosmetics, everything like that. We keep it very fine-tuned, and that's kind of what PWS has been built on.
So you guys, if there's anything out of spec, you guys can go right to your guys' machining and just fix everything in-house.
Right.
That's nice.
Yeah, and then on our machines, as they're running carriers, for instance, if they're running carriers and they get one checked and it's out of spec, then they go back and that carrier is marked and we redo the batch and run new parts. So we have a very tight quality control, and that just allows us to really keep it in tune and make the best product that we can.
Awesome.
Control it right at the source, right at the machine.
Yep.
So what is the benefit of the long stroke piston system?
So the main benefit that consumers will see is that the gun in general just runs cleaner. As you can see on the cutaway, so when the piston system is moving, it moves back, and there's actually progressive venting on the bottom of the piston tube. So in a direct impingement gun, that gas and carbon, it's actually going to the gas heat to help move it back. But with the PWS system, it actually vents to the outside of the barrel, so you get a lot less of that carbon going back into the action, and it just goes out. Our system also has a 3-setting adjustable gas system, so if you are running suppressed, you can easily adjust that. Really, the PWS system shines if you're running suppressed. That's kind of what we hear as far as feedback is, oh my gosh, with a DI, I didn't think that I could shoot this many rounds. With PWS, it just blows it out of the water because I don't have to stop and clean it all the time.
And my background, I run everything suppressed, and it's the only piston gun that I have found that doesn't blow a ton of gas in your face.
Right.
It vents it on top of the barrel, which sends it to the side, keeping the action cleaner, and then even a higher back pressure can, you don't get a ton of gas to the face. So It's an extremely pleasant system to run.
No, and I mean, talking about gassing, over-gassing, I mean, you guys make a great gun for suppress and in general, but our range gun, I cannot tell you how many times me or one of the gunsmiths have to take that gun off the wall or out of the case and bring it back there for a deep cleaning. I think I cleaned that gun maybe once this year, and that was in the beginning of the year, and I haven't and I mean, we shoot hundreds, if not thousands of rounds out of that gun every single day.
And that's the least one that you have to clean.
Yeah. So, another thing that a lot of shooters are seeing too, will your guys' uppers go on a mil-spec lower or generic lower?
Yeah, so our system, the upper is proprietary as far as you can't change out the handguard, you can't switch out the barrel, those kind of things, or the bolt carrier group. You can use a DI bolt, but you need to keep our the basics of the system. But as far as putting it on a lower, you can put it on any AR-15 mil-spec lower. As long as it's high quality, you shouldn't have any fitment issues.
Okay.
It's based around mil spec, so our uppers and our lowers are based around mil spec, so it should work with anybody's lower.
And our lower should work with anyone's upper.
With anyone's upper, exactly.
What guarantees and warranties do you guys offer to the customer as well?
I'll let Joey speak to that. Since
So I run the warranty department, and pretty much it's a limited lifetime warranty on all of our products. Any of the small parts, we just cover that. So somebody breaks a bolt lug. I had a department send back a gun that they broke a bolt lug, and the guy was still able to finish his training cycle. And then found out that he had like 40,000 rounds through it, and he'd never changed the bolt. So we just covered that bolt and sent it back to him. And any of the small parts, we just cover that, and we'll just send you another one. You break something on the gun, and it's something I can just mail you a replacement, then we'll just send it back. And if it's something that we can't send you a replacement, where we need to get the upper back, we cover the shipping on any warranty item. So we'll send you a shipping label, you get it back, I get it on my bench, go through the whole thing, and send you back a working upper.
We want to do the right thing, and if you guys, if a customer is not happy with the gun, it doesn't matter. I mean, we want our customers to be happy with their purchase, and so at the end of the day, we're going to try and do the right thing, and if we can't do the right thing, then we'll figure it out and we'll get a refund. If it's just something that's not going to work out, then that's fine, but we would rather have happy customers than people that are stuck with a product that maybe they don't understand or they had issues with, or whatever it is. We want happy customers.
What is this Mark 1 and Mark 2 stuff? What's the difference between the two?
So
Do you want to see this one?
the Mark 1 is the AR-15 platform,
Gotcha.
which we do in 223 Wild, 760-39, and 300 Blackout. And Mark 2 is the bigger AR-10 type platform, SR-25 type platform. That is the 6.5 Creedmoor and the 308. And then in that variation, I think where you're going with the next question is the Mod 1, Mod 2, and Pro series.
Right.
For the Mark 1 series, our Pro is our entry level. Same piston system on all three, but it's our entry level. It's an extruded receiver, extruded handguard, a little bit lower price point to make, so a little bit lower price point to the customer. The Mod 1 is our, of course we don't have one, is our, we built it duty tough for the cops to be able to beat it up, or whoever to be able to beat it up. Later in this video, when we break out our Mark 111 Mod 1, that's the one that we're going to do the torture test on. So the
Mod 1 has the forward assist as well, and the full length
mil-spec receiver with the forward assist. A lot of agencies require a forward assist in their requirements for weapon procurement. The Mod 2 is our top of the line, a little bit lighter profile upper, no forward assist, a little bit lighter profile handguard with our pick lock out at the end of it, all M-lock, and then pick lock at the end, so you can just bolt right into it with an M-lock, or you can go into the Picatinny rail. And that's basically the difference.
That's not even that hot. All right, so we did the interviews, talked about the gun. We're actually gonna put it to the test now. Joey from PWS right here, he's gonna go on ahead and he's gonna put the group on paper for us. After that, we're gonna go do a 10 30 round magazine dump after that. Gun survives that, we're gonna do another group, see how it does after. Then we're gonna torture it. And we're gonna do some stuff that, if you are at home watching this, do not try, okay? We're professionals, we've been in this industry. Joey's been in this industry for a very long time. I have a military background, I've been shooting for a very long time too. Before we do anything crazy, we're always gonna clear the weapon. Before we move anything, we're not moving the gun with any ammo.
Right.
We're just gonna be 100% safe the whole entire time, but we're gonna enjoy 100% of the time.
Yeah, thanks, John. And guys here at Independence are going to let us use their 100-yard range, 100-yard indoor range right here just outside of Boise, Meridian, Idaho. Shooting this 62 grain open tip match. I was doing pretty good until that last guy. But if we throw that guy out, we're still sub him away. I'm pretty confident that that was just me. So.
Dude, it's worse.
Ready?
Ready?
I hit the butt stop.
I think we should chuck it again.
Yeah, sometimes we can take.
Here we go.
Chuck it, Joe.
This is Sparta!
Okay.
Alright, let me see that. Let me see the side of that. Let me just get a quick look. Holy smokes! All right.
Yep.
Where you want it, right there?
Yeah, right there.
Well, Houston, we got a problem.
Bet it'll still shoot.
Okay.
Broke our buffer tube.
Broke the buffer tube.
So we broke a buffer tube. Landed right on its butt just right. Broke a buffer tube. Got that replaced. And we're going to do another mag dump.
Running out of ammo.
So, I mean, what do you want to do next?
Hey.
You going to do a burnout on it?
What? Oh God. All right, you're gonna do what I think you're gonna do, aren't you?
Well, apparently we're going to do a burnout. Right there. Well, it's all strapped up. I bet it runs. Let's go run it. Oh yeah, buttstock's still.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go.
Die!
I can't believe my boss told me we could destroy this gun, but we're destroying this gun.
I called you.
Don't hit my car.
Don't hit me!
There you go, right there.
Charging handle. Charging handle. Other side's still good.
Yep, it's ambidextrous. See, there's a charging handle right there. It's ambidextrous. Can you charge it? Can't charge it. All right, see if we can force it open with, like, on the bench.
Step on it.
guy with one leg doing this.
You're a scratchy carbon fiber.
Oh, it's open.
Barrel nut's twisted, that's why.
I bet it still runs. Oh, you know what? It's twisted in the
Nope, that's
piston
done.
tube. I think we broke it.
All right.
All it
I
took was
think
a
we broke
hammy.
it. Look at that. It
Yeah.
twisted the piston tube right there.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Oh, we finally
So,
killed it.
we finally killed it. Yep.
Holy dog.
Twisted the barrel nut.
Can we fix it?
Well, not hurting yourself.
We have a guy named Felix. He can fix
All right.
anything.
It's almost
let's
fixed.
just take it like that. So,
I think it.
oh, dude, it'll run. Look at that. You got another mag.
I don't know if I want to shoot that though.
So let's focus in on that. As soon as we got that barrel nut turned back enough to where the piston would operate, it still ran the rounds that we had left in the magazine. Yeah, that rail is completely flat.
No, I mean,
It's completely flat. I don't.
and that's still that's
Yeah,
warm.
it's still warm. Yeah.
That's warm. I mean, dude, guns
Right?
don't do that.
Oh, look, the comp even turned. The triad's not sitting straight.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brett.
I'm not.
We flat messed up your gun.
I'm not. Look at this thing.
Hey, that's a trophy right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
a trophy.
Yeah, folks. After all of that, with a different ammo, we had one flyer,
And that was shot number 1.
shot number 1, and then it's within an inch for 4 shots, but then 3 shots still in a half an inch. I almost want to shoot another group.
We've put well over 600 rounds through that gun, and not in a nice way.
And then 2 Hemi burnouts on it.
Threw it from a
Chucked it off the
Connex,
Connex.
threw it off the roof.
Chucked it off the roof, onto the dirt, and then off the roof onto the concrete, which is what broke our buffer tube. But short of a new buffer, that gun just shot that.
Yeah.
So,
And it's still, I mean, it's,
yeah, it's still toasted
I-
warm. Yeah, I can't thank you enough, man.
Joey, that was a great idea.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And thank you PWS and just,
Yeah,
I can't
PWS, Independence.
I can't believe we sell these things.
I know, right?